and welcome to the latest installment of WCW Nitro. I am the JamSaw, and with me, as always, on commentary is the Brock Redhead. How are you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, and I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day on Sunday. What did you guys do for Mother's Day last night?
Well, my mom, unfortunately, is not really in the picture, but my wife and daughter are. So we took my wife out for breakfast. Had some crepes. I got her a quiver because she's into archery. She likes bow and arrows, so I got her a quiver, and my daughter got a nice little necklace. So we also had a wonderful dinner of her choice, and I hope she liked it as much as I did. It looks like up first we're going to have Daniel Bryan come out and say something.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Daniel Bryan, what we realized was we have on our notes your newest draftee. Is there anything that he's worried about coming in late to this new brand and something that he's excited about? Is there anything there?
Well, I don't think there's anything really that he's worried about. I know for sure he's got some excitement because it's a place where he can actually do what he wants. He can be who he wants. He can take control of his character and really try to showcase himself and sell himself the way that he used to back in the Ring of Honor days.
Awesome. Because we know that he's very eco-friendly and I feel like they took it right to the max, so I don't know if he's going to go back to that or not.
Yeah, no, I mean, yes, he's an eco-friendly guy, and he will always stand by that stuff. He's a vegan as well, and he'll stand by that, and we will stand by him for that choice, but we're not going to cartoonify it. It's not going to be his brand. It's not going to be everything that he's about. I mean, first and foremost, he's a wrestler. He wants to put on a great show. He wants to be the best. He wants to beat the best. So that's really what he's coming to WCW to showcase, is his talent as a wrestler, not his personal political voice.
Yes. Awesome. So we see right here, he's saying that if anyone steps to him, which he is new, but if someone is stepping to him, they might as well knock him down and keep him down.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure that he wants to go ahead and face a champion right from the get-go. But keep in mind that the World Championship right now is still held by Adam Cole, who will be facing Sting very soon for the title. And then whomever wins that bout is already scheduled to face CM Punk, who last week won their battle royale to choose who was the number one contender afterwards. So Daniel, if he's going for a main title, is going to have to get to the back of the line. And even the Intercontinental Championship tonight, we've got an over-the-top battle royal between all of the members of our Intercontinental division to see who will be facing Shinsuke Nakamura. I know he and Finn still have some heat, but technical difficulties again.
Oh yeah.
But he and Finn still have some heat, but there shouldn't be any issues there.
Oh, no, there shouldn't. We know that Finn's been out for a little bit, and I'm glad that he's back to normal health. And I'm glad that he will be back very soon. Now, what was his opinion on being drafted so late in the game?
Well, I mean, I think he was fine with it. He was waiting for the right opportunity ones to make sure that WCW was backing up their claims of what they stood for. So instead of being one of the first people to sign on to a new promotion and take the plunge, he played it safe. He made sure that it was going to be a stable and professional environment before jumping ship.
Mm. Now, what does his wife think about him coming out of almost retirement, coming from the WWE to the WCW?
Well, I mean, I think that she's quite ecstatic, actually, because of the treatment that we give our performers and the fact that they do have health care and they're not just contract workers, they're actual employees.
I mean, I'm very, very, very happy that you guys had took him up, because I don't think that the wife of his would be very excited for him being in the land of extreme. That wouldn't be his case at all.
No, definitely. I mean, he's definitely got a lighter schedule, and he won't be going into any extremely crazy matches anytime soon.
No, not until the doctors and he see fit that he's ready to go into extreme matches.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure they'll happen, but they will be very few and far between.
Oh yes. So we have sent over Kurt Angle, and he has stated that if he wins a 24/7 championship, he will be reinstating the Kurt Angle in invitational matches where you can't leave the ring and you have 5 minutes to beat him.
Well, I would love to see that kind of competition come back into play. You know, that's one of my favorite things that Kurt Angle ever did back in the day. And it's something even John Cena tried to revitalize a little bit with the U.S. title by having his John Cena Invitational, where every week he would come out and allow a new challenger to have at the title.
Yes. Ooh. So, what did you think about Randy's performance last week?
Well, like always, man, he's a snake. He slipped in there and stole it, and I feel for Brock. I feel maybe he feels like he was robbed a little bit, but I mean, he asked for the handicap. You know, it wasn't.
Yep, he did.
It wasn't anything that we put into place, but it's rather unfortunate that we couldn't have had more of a gauntlet style match where it was just one after the other set up properly. But again, due to technical issues, we go with what we can. Yes.
Look at him, just looking. He brings such prestige to the 24/7 title. I mean, he was the youngest world champion. He brought prestige to the Oval IC title. You know, this man has accomplished a lot in his career. I mean, he was the legend killer, but you have to keep in mind, as he stays in the company, he too in turn becomes the legend that someone will try to kill.
Exactly. I mean, you end up being the beast that you fed to the machine. It's just the reality and the nature of it. But beyond just being a legend killer too, I mean, he is the apex predator. Right now, he is at the top of his game, and he can still take out anybody in the blink of an eye.
Yes, and what I love about the 24/7 title that we put intact was, you know, that doesn't count as like a title that stops you from being a 2-belt title holder. You can hold a world title and plus a 24/7 title. You can be a tag champion and also be a 24/7 champion. So exactly. We might see him as a big gold champion as well as a 24/7 champion.
Exactly, and who knows? I mean, like, now that the beef with Edge is settled, we may see a return of Team RKO.
Ooh, that would be good. That'd be nice. Going back to the late 2000s.
Indeed. I mean, they could lay waste, although still going up of the Disciples of Darkness is it's not an easy task. I mean, even tonight, we do have a title match tonight for the tag titles. It's the Disciples of Darkness versus KO and Joe.
Ooh, I like it. It's KO and Joe.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to finally see these two not get robbed in a ladder match.
Now, I know you sat down with Edge, Randy, and Beth. What did they have to say about this whole feud finally coming to an end?
Well, I think there was a relief on the side of Edge and Beth. I think Randy, for the most part, just he was not happy with how it ended. He thought he should have won, but for now, things seem to have settled. So all we can do is wait and see. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past Randy Orton to turn on his friend once again somewhere down the road. That's just the nature. It's like that story of the frog and the scorpion. You ever heard that?
Yep, where the scorpion got on the back of the frog.
You get halfway across the water and he stabs him. The frog goes, "Why would you do that?" Now we both die. And he goes, "Because it's my nature." Randy Orton is a scorpion.
Yes. And we see Randy just at the top of his game, just manhandling Kurt right now.
Yeah, big suplex putting him down to the mat and kick to the back of the neck. That surgically repaired neck. And it looks like Kurt might be busted open already.
Oh, my Lord.
Huge knee to the face. Randy locking up. Oh, and Kurt coming back.
There you go, Kurt. There you go,
misses
Kurt.
that clothesline. Gets hit by a drop kick. Kurt Angle again on the mat. And Randy dropping an elbow.
Drop kick.
Yeah, picture perfect indeed.
You know, some say that Randy has the perfect drop kick.
He does. He has the perfect drop kick. He has the perfect spike DDT. There's very little about him that is not perfect. I mean, just the way he moves, the instincts that he has. He is a predator. The way that he can dismantle you. That looks like a little bit of back and forth on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Pick him up.
Another punch to the face and tossing him back into the ring because you can't win it on the outside, Randy. Oh, no, you can. It's 24/7. It's falls count anywhere.
Yep. Ooh, nice uppercut. Hoi. Go for another suplex.
Snap suplex. He's been tossing Kurt Angle around like a bag of potatoes.
I feel like this is a sigh of relief for Randy. I feel like this is a title where he can just have fun with his opponents. He's not, he's not worried about. Although we're trying to bring prestige right to this title, right at the moment it's not as prestigious as the world title, so he can relax and have fun with his prey.
Well, exactly, and maybe that will make him the longest title holder. Maybe not taking it too seriously is what you need to do to succeed.
And we currently have Drew as our longest running 24/7 champion right now.
That's true. Drew McIntyre held it three consecutive matches. That's the longest title holder so far. And if Randall beats this one, he's one step closer to surpassing that current benchmark.
Yes. We've had great champions such as MVP, Drew McIntyre. The list goes on, and we're only starting out. We're only just starting.
Exactly. But as you can see, like, Randy Orton hasn't lost a step. He's slowly dismantling Kurt Angle. I mean, I feel for Kurt. He's not really getting much opportunity to shine here.
Yeah. And, we have figured out that if Kurt cannot bring it home, we're sending a man that one would call a A-lister. One that we call The Miz.
Ooh.
This man, we've seen him be a dominant IC champion, multiple time IC champion. So we feel like he's earned it. So tomorrow night, if Kurt Angle unfortunately cannot capture the 24/7, will be The Miz.
Nice. I look forward to that. I can't recall seeing too many matches between Randy and The Miz, and I think they'd make really great opponents.
Yep.
And a big RKO.
That might be it.
Good night, Kurt. Randy retains, so this is now 2 victories that he has. So he's one step closer to surpassing Drew McIntyre. If he does defend tomorrow night against the A-lister, then he will be the new... Well, no, he'll still need one more match in order to surpass Drew.
Yes.
But he'll still, again, be one step closer to achieving that dream. Being the first-timer of anything, or the longest-running champion on any belt, is always a good thing.
Yes. And I feel like, since Joe and Goldberg did help out Randy become champion, I feel like in the future we're going to see maybe a triple threat between the three of them for a certain title.
It wouldn't surprise me, man. It would be. I think it would be a fantastic show.
There he is, looking at it. He knows what he's earned and what he's kept.
One way or the other, that is gold. So I'm sure he's still happy and satisfied at actually having a title to hold. It might not be the gold he wants, but it's the gold he needs.
Yes, and the gold that he knows and respects that he needs to keep care of it. He needs to take care of it and keep, maybe he's seeing it as a title that doesn't have a lot of prestige on it, so maybe he can add to a lot of prestige to it.
Indeed.
Walking around, this man knows. This man's top of his game right now.
Yeah, third generation, and definitely still showing that family line, that lineage is strong.
Yes. So what do we got next?
Well, it seems another technical glitch because this is not a picture of Beth Phoenix, but it is going to be Beth Phoenix with Natalya in her corner against Rhea Ripley. We're really going to have to maybe look for a new graphic guy because this is not the first time this has happened. Now,
what should Rhea be scared of when it comes to Beth Phoenix?
Her size. Beth is a beast. She's huge and strong. A powerful woman. And having someone in her corner as well could be a bit of a distraction for Rhea. She's got to watch out for that factor as well. What we'll call the cat factor.
Oh, Lord. Strutting to the ring, just she looks strong. Her and Edge have been looking basically and mentally strong. Like as of them signing, they both really stepped up their game. I feel like they're better than they were when before they left the WWE.
Well, they've had a lot of opportunity to really focus on themselves and their betterment and their health, and I think that can definitely up your game and put you at a whole nother level of the playing field.
Yes.
But again, Rhea Ripley, week after week, has impressed us, and I believe since the start, she may have lost only one match, and that was to Toni Storm. And then then she recovered the title from Toni, and Toni's not been able to beat Rhea since.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I love Toni. She's an underdog, but like I've also stated, Rhea has impressed me to a point where I can't I can't explain it. Like I went in here not knowing a single thing about her. I wasn't a fan of the NXT, but seeing her compete, it's really changed my mind, and that's what I like about the WCW is you go back to the old school, and you guys show us what real wrestling is about, and just seeing it just open up my eyes. Like as a longtime fan, I really appreciate it.
Well, me too. We appreciate you being here to share this journey with us and to explore how things were and how they can be again, really focusing on the sport and the characters that these people can bring out, not having to script them or push them, but allowing them to develop their own personalities and run with it. It's been a fantastic way to grow this business.
Yes. Oh, backing up.
Yeah, going back in for another lockup. Twisting that arm, and Rhea getting out of it. Putting a lock on. Oh, bringing Beth down to the canvas.
There you go. Pick her up.
Huge slam.
The strength of Rhea.
Well, like I said, I was worried about. And a big cutter. I was worried about Beth being the powerhouse here, but I mean, look at Rhea. She's no slouch either. She's pretty strong, man.
Yep.
Huge headbutt. Ooh. Beth is just getting hammered. I don't think Beth knew what she was getting into.
No. Ooh, kick to the gut.
And another. Oh, and Beth not going to keep putting up with it. Does a takedown of her own.
Picking her up. Come on.
A sidewalk slam.
Oh, that's what
Shades
you do.
Of Kane.
Oh, Kane.
A nice dodge.
Throwing her the ropes. There you go. Pick her up. Come on.
Well, Beth taking her time, chatting with her, going outside, misses the grab, but still ends up knocking her to the ground.
Yep.
Oh, Rhea catching that leg, not one to be taken off guard. A quick dragon screw bringing Beth down to the floor. Forearm to the face, and then a Thez press.
There you go. Rhea just ooh. Now it seems like Rhea is really. See, I don't want to say, but I feel like Rhea is trying to outshine Beth in strength. She's trying to match up with her.
Well, I think that. Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think that she feels like she has something to prove.
Yep. I mean, Beth is the Glamazon. She's just her name just says that that I will be stronger, and you need to match up with me.
Exactly, and I don't think Beth has ever faced an opponent quite as versatile and even, might I say, even as evenly matched as Rhea Ripley.
Correct. I mean, the woman convinced, before she signed with the WCW, she convinced Flair to go at WrestleMania with her, but she left before she could, and she dropped it, because she was signed and Vince was upset, so she dropped her title. But she convinced multiple-time women's champion to face her, who considered Rhea to be, nowhere near her league, and that would have been a great match to see.
Oh, for sure. For sure, it would have been a fantastic match to see. And who knows, that down the road we might be able to explore these kind of ideas.
Yes.
But for now, Rhea's taking advantage of going for a quick pin, but not quite enough to keep Beth down. Gonna have to keep working on that back. Huge stalling suplex.
For the pin again? Nope.
Still not quite enough to bring her down.
Nope.
Looks like Beth is calling for the finish. Going for a riptide, perhaps.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Big slam to the ground and going for the cover. Nope, and Beth able to kick out of that. Getting closer, though. That was about a 2.5 count.
Yep. Maybe just one more will do it.
Oh, and a huge kick to the back of the head. Did not enough to keep her down, though. Clubbing blow from the Glamazon to Rhea Ripley's skull.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Just picking her up. There you go.
Oh, big boot. Dropping the hammer. Oh,
there you go.
Huge clubbing blow across the chest. Some chops back and forth.
Chops, yep.
Monkey flip from Rhea, putting Beth back down on the mat. Going for another quick cover. Beth saying, not yet, my friend. Beth looking in rough shape, and Rhea Ripley looking barely winded.
Oh, kick. There you go.
Huge kick to the face.
Booker T on that.
Yep.
Oh, what could this be? Oh, shit.
And Rhea Ripley really pulling the moves out. Another huge cutter.
Damn. Rhea's showing why she is the women's champion.
Definitely putting the whole locker room on notice with this match.
Oh, yes.
So many kicks to the face. And unbelievably, the Glamazon just keeps on getting up. Fisherman suplex. I thought with bridge, but it looked like she got let go.
Yep. Picking her up.
Oh, and another big boot to Rhea's face.
Kicks and boots from both these women.
Yeah, they're very much using their feet today.
Yep.
Huge back rack. But nope, Rhea not willing to give up. Breaks out of it. Showing the strength that she has. Suplex.
Nice reversal.
Yep, Beth reversing out of that, going for a huge choke slam, it looks like.
Yep.
And Rhea breaking out of whatever Beth was trying to fire at her there.
Dragging her.
Going for another pin.
Can't be it.
No, and Beth's still kicking out of it. It's hard to keep a Phoenix down, that's for sure.
Yep. And you think you do, she burns up and she rises from the ashes.
Exactly. Nice drop kick. Yeah, not quite as perfect as Randy Orton's, but nice nonetheless. Oh. Is she going for the finisher?
Yep, this could be it.
But she doesn't cover Rhea. That could be a mistake. She gave her the extra minute she may have needed to... and then a knee to the face. That's kind of brutal.
You can't give him any time to breathe. Ooh, clothesline.
Huge clothesline. But Rhea, being smart, rolls to the outside. Gets knocked to the floor by a clubbing fist from Beth Phoenix. Beth showboating for the crowd. And Rhea tossing Beth back into the ring, knowing that she has to win it in there.
She has to.
Stalling suplex, putting Beth back down to the mat, going for the cover. Still not quite enough to put her down.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that was it.
Calling for another finisher, so this will be the second finisher put to Beth if she can pull it off.
Ooh, there you go.
And good night, Beth. Rhea Ripley has put you down. Even though you're the #1 contender and this was not a title match, this does not bode well for when you guys actually do face one-on-one for the title.
Nope.
Rhea Ripley proving once again why she's the women's champion and why she continues to be a dominant women's champion.
And that's why she needs to be feared, is because the fact that she just took Beth, she literally manhandled Beth. She gave her, a fighting chance, but she let her fight back. She didn't let Beth get any form of the upper hand. And I feel like she might be as dominant, if not more dominant than Trish was.
Well, the way things are going, I'm thinking more dominant. But again, it really depends on how things go in the following weeks. If she's able to continue this streak of success.
I'm loving it.
Me too. She's gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
All right, so what do we got next up on this great card?
Well, next up we have Shayna Baszler against Mia Yim. If you recall last week, Mia Yim tried to get involved with her match with Asuka. And so she and Mia Yim also won her #1 contendership match. Even though she was out of the picture, we got to give it to her. WCW plays fair. You won fair and square. You get another. You give it another title match. So for now, it's just another preparatory spat between the two, and we will see them face one-on-one for the actual title really soon. But for tonight. Shayna is going to be joined with her buddies at ringside. Again, they're just in a management capacity. They're not signed. They're not fighting for us. They're just accompanying Shayna to the ring. But we'll see what Mia can bring to the table tonight.
I can't imagine seeing her without that title.
No, you got to give her. You got to give her credit. She comes out. She walks like a champion. She talks like a champion. So
She even works out before the match to where she's tired. She comes in exhausted. She's always exhausted.
Backstage, she's pumping iron. She's doing push-ups. She's getting psyched up. She's getting herself exhausted because no one's been able to really step up to the challenge and really take it out of her. The closest has been Mia Yim and Asuka so far, but when it comes to the title being on the line, no one's been able to match her yet.
But the fact that before the match she always works out to where she's tired just shows that she has no confidence within this women's division. So the question is, will the next special return be, say, a past champion that can stand up to her?
We'll have to wait and see. I have no idea. WCW hasn't even thought about new acquisitions yet. We're just trying to promote the stars that we have to the fullest right now and put on the best possible shows. But who knows? If her dominant reign continues and she goes through everyone on the roster, we're going to have to look for outside talent.
But as of right now, let's speak of the one that did come back for their last retirement title run. Sting, what is going on with his situation?
Well, he's still training and getting prepped. Adam Cole is ready for him. They had their call-out session last week, so right now he's not in the building this week. He's just training. He's got DDP helping him out and doing some DDP yoga. And we may even see DDP in Sting's corner when it comes to the title match.
And we know that will be next pay-per-view, which will also include Rob Van Dam going against Bobby Lashley for his world title.
Exactly, and just so you know, too, that we do have the name of the pay-per-view. It's going to be called Midsummer Mayhem, and will fall in the last week of July.
Midsummer Mayhem.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. Just strength of Shayna.
Yep, tossing her around like a rag doll. Suplex
another one.
Suplex.
And another one.
And another one bites the dust.
We're going for a suplex?
Stalling suplex, yeah. Trying to put every kind of suplex she can on Mia Yim.
She's got the full book.
Yeah. She's on the suplex chapter, you might say.
Oh, boy. Ugh.
Nearly breaking the arm of Yim. Writhing in pain on the mat. Kick to the face. No respect shown at all.
I feel like, Shayna's matches, if they get faster, we should pull a Chris Benoit where we time it and see how fast she can get.
Yeah.
Because, back in the day, Chris did a thing with Orlando Jordan where he peed and tried to pee faster than his matches. Then he tried to fix the sandwich faster than his matches. So, if Shayna gets to that point, we're going to have to start the timer.
Well, that's the kicker. If she just would stop her workouts before and tiring herself out before starting a match, she might actually be able to do a Benoit and finish it in under 2 minutes.
But also, that might be her thing that, she feels like she's trying to better herself and go in tight and see if she can stay with the greats. And she's been doing it.
I think in her eyes, if she goes in sore and tired and weaker, it only makes her stronger.
Yes, and it pushes her that much further.
Exactly. Testing the limits.
And she's been doing it very, very, very
successfully. Yeah.
Another suplex.
More suplexes, just pitching her around. Maybe wrenching the neck. Nope, kick to the back of the head.
Now, what do her two colleagues that are outside the ring? What do they feel about not being in competition?
Well, for now they're okay with it because they know that if they were, they would eventually have to face their friend, and they don't want to have to do that.
Right.
Although, if they could get involved and they get an opportunity for the women's tag team championships, then that would solidify this stable with a bunch of gold. That would be something very interesting to see down the road. But for now, we believe that the next challengers at the next pay-per-view for the women's tag team championships will be either Lita and Trish, depending on Trish's physical condition, because last time we saw her, she was not in great shape, or Beth Phoenix and Natalya.
Ooh. And they would be facing Bayley and Lacey.
Exactly.
There you go.
Big snapmare putting Yim back down to the mat, working that arm again. So as we know, Shayna's a submission specialist, man. She just dismantles people with her submission skills.
Ooh, there you go. Come on, Yim.
Oh, slaps and kicks.
Ooh,
finishing it off with a Pele.
Picking her up. Come on. Okay, lifting her up. There you go. Ooh, going for a scoop. Nope, not a scoop slam. Sorry. Back toss or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Ooh, there you go. Oh, could this be it?
Yeah, Yim delivering some chops, pitching Shayna to the ropes, but using that ring awareness and speed and smarts, Shayna is able to slip out of the ring. Looks like she feels like Mia isn't even worth her time.
Ooh, I feel like, yep. Ooh!
And Shayna saying, "Don't you put your hands on me."
Oh no, I feel like Yim was doing a great job until what just happened.
Yeah, Yim had almost made a full comeback.
Ooh.
Huge backdrop, putting Mia Yim out of it again.
Oh, yep, them knees. Oh,
delivering those knees to the face of Yim. More suplex. Oh, okay. Oh. Going for the finisher.
No one ever makes it past one, though.
And Yim taps out to Baszler. Baszler retaining again.
Jesus. Now, we don't know about you guys, but we actually got email from Cody Rhodes wanting to work with us. So hopefully that happens soon. But in the email, he said that he had people he wanted to face for WCW and for ECW. He mentioned something about how Jon Moxley wanted to stick with the Extreme concept. So soon, we will be seeing Jon versus somebody in ECW. Has he contacted you about somebody he wants to face in WCW?
Not yet. I'm sure that call will be coming soon. I hadn't heard any news, but it's definitely interesting. It would make for maybe a really great match for the pay-per-view.
I mean, there's so much, that we could get from the EW that goes the old school way.
Exactly. I mean, there's a Kenny Omega, fantastic type of wrestler. There's a Hangman Adam Page, really old school type of wrestler. From a tag perspective, I'd love to see the Young Bucks come out and do their thing, showcase things. There's up-and-comers that WWE had and did not utilize properly, like Shawn Spears, who was previously what was his name?
The Perfect 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ty Dillinger. That's it, exactly.
Yep.
And of course, I don't know if you've seen lately, but one of the superstars that they recently were able to sign from Japan, Lance Archer, who is now under the tutelage of Jake the Snake Roberts, a dominant force in AEW right now. So seeing him maybe go up against someone like Aleister Black or The Fiend be spectacular.
Yes, let's just hope that nothing demonic would happen during that match.
Exactly. Who knows, man? If they were able to, if Alistair were able to use black magic and somehow coax Lance Archer to join the Disciples of Darkness,
Oh,
man.
boy.
So it looks like
Finn Balor.
Shinsuke's calling somebody out.
Finally, seen some Finn Balor.
Indeed. Haven't seen him since his loss to Shinsuke at the last pay-per-view.
Correct. He looks fit.
Yeah, he looks in pretty good shape for somebody who went through as much of a challenge in the last match they had together as he did. Oof.
Damn.
It's not the best way to talk to someone who's already beaten you for a championship.
Yep, and he is a current champion, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Shinsuke is the current Intercontinental Champion. Winning it back from Balor.
Yep.
So far, these are the only two in the promotion so far who have touched the Intercontinental belt. But we're hoping maybe we'll see something new because, as stated, the main event tonight is going to be a 5-way battle royal over-the-top challenge for the number one contendership of the IC title. Well, you're definitely going to have the opportunity to prove it tonight, Finn. You're one of the 5 participants.
So who do we got on that card?
We have Tommaso Ciampa, Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, Roderick Strong, and Finn Balor. It's pretty much the whole division right now.
Oh my God. So who are you pulling for?
I'm pulling for Tommaso Ciampa, honestly, because I would love to see him with a belt. I really think he deserves that shot with the performances he's been giving us lately. Short of his 24/7 title run, which was not fantastic, but every other showing so far that he's put out has been top notch.
Correct.
I mean, initially he started with a losing streak against Ricochet, and then from that point on, except for that one loss for the 24/7 championship, he's been on a roll.
I've been very impressed with it.
Everybody seems to think Finn is the best.
Oh, he's got to prove it. True.
Yeah.
Shin's speaking the truth.
And, I mean, you just got to prove it. You're in a match. Prove it.
Yep, exactly. You know the logistics. You got to work your way up.
Indeed.
It's a great way to do it. Ooh.
Jeez.
He might be doing a smart thing here. He's trying to get in the head of Shin and, showing him, hey, I am the man for this job.
He's definitely goading him on, that's for sure. I don't know, man. I don't think he's setting his career back at all, man.
No.
A smart champion does what he can to retain his championship. He doesn't just keep giving the same opportunity to the same person over and over again.
Right, we don't want to see the likes of John Cena and Randy Orton Part 72 or stuff like that. We want to see new stuff.
Exactly. You had your opportunity. You earned it. Now, if you want it again, you're going to have to earn it again. That's all it comes down to. Look at Mia Yim. Same thing. She was out of the title picture. She re-earned the opportunity. Same thing with Toni Storm. Right now, she's out of the title picture, but she can re-earn that opportunity.
Right.
And here we go. Right now, this is a tag team title match between Joe and KO and the Disciples of Darkness.
I keep saying it, but who are you pulling for in this?
I really want to see Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe win it, just because I feel that the Disciples of Darkness have pretty much tainted the championship with their controversial wins in the past.
Yeah, we can't deny the fact that, since they've started defending their titles, some shady stuff's been going on.
Indeed. Plus, I just love this team. It was a team that I wish we'd seen in the WWE. It looked like it was on the verge of happening, and then due to an injury, Joe was unable to keep teaming up with Kevin. And I think they could be a dominant championship team, man.
I mean, we all agree that both these men are headstrong and they're all about themselves, but when it comes down to it, they know what they have to do to secure the win for both of them. Indeed.
And again, both came from humble beginnings in independent promotions.
Yes. The Fire and Flames just show you it's time. It's time, boys. The darkness has hit.
Exactly. That's one thing you do have to give the Disciples of Darkness credit for. They know how to make an entrance. You can tell they're serious.
I also feel like that that curse that Black has on top of the Fiend, I feel like it's, in my opinion, it's starting to fade and it's starting to show.
Well, we've seen it seem to slip a couple of times, and I have a feeling he really needs to keep his concentration for him to keep a hold over the Fiend. So the more damage he takes, the more is the potential for the Fiend to break that hold and turn on his Intramaster.
And I feel like, the biggest bond they have is those tag titles. So what happens if they lose them?
Who knows, man? That's definitely a question that I've been asking myself every time I throw them into a title match, waiting to see if it can happen, what will happen. But somehow they keep pulling out of really tough situations.
Oh boy, that's not going to be good too. Like, if say they lose them, the bond breaks, and say the Fiend is like, what is going on here? And he looks at Black like, what's going to happen?
Well, I have a feeling he'll see that he was enslaved by the black magic of Aleister Black, and they might start their own rivalry.
Oh boy!
But like I said, so far we don't really have to worry about it because they've been dominant championships. We'll see tonight, though. If anything can happen. There could be a title change tonight.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Ray's gonna kill you.
Oh boy. They're there with the titles. Give them here. Time to raise the bad boys up.
And very reluctant of them.
Yep.
To our referee holding up the titles for all to see.
It's like Black. Oh boy, Black. Right. Let's see what you got. Let's see what that hold is. Not very smart putting him in his own corner.
Not at all. I mean, Black could do a blind tag, and Kevin Owens would be shit out of luck, as they say.
Yep.
Oh, big power slam to the ground, but that's not keeping Owens down. who
Nope.
quickly comes back with a huge clothesline of his own. Looks like he's going for a pile driver. Oh, no,
Oh.
not quite.
That was nice, though.
It was a very nice maneuver.
There we go.
Here's a big power slam. Smart tagging in his teammate. Keeps someone fresh in the ring. And that's something that we haven't really had a lot of opportunity to see, is how well Joe and KO actually do team up. Can they keep tagging in and out? Can they? The one mistake they're making is they're not keeping the Fiend out of his corner.
Correct.
He needs to keep some distance between the partners so that it's harder for them to do a hot tag.
See, like you were saying, is that they are being smart and tagging in, out, and in and out, but they're failing at keeping him away from his corner. You are right.
Oh, and a reversal. Looks like the Fiend is getting a second win.
Yep. So the fact that they aren't being so prideful to keep themselves in without being tagging, they are great on that. They are great at tagging and knowing that they have to use each other.
Yeah, that's exactly the right materials you need in a dominant tag team.
Ooh.
Oh, and Joe is calling for the tag, but Kevin Owens staying in.
Yep.
Now the Fiend tagging in Alistair.
Ooh, nice. What's that? Okay, There you go.
Submission on Kevin Owens, but Joe's not doing anything to save his partner.
I think he knows that Joe can defend
Owens,
KO can defend himself. But what is up with the cutters, though? Like everybody's going for the cutters nowadays.
I think they're all super impressed with Randy Orton, so they're all
The legend himself.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, it looked like Joe was calling for the tag, but Kevin couldn't get there in time. Oh, going
Nope.
for a hot tag now. So
Ooh,
now we got
Black
Samoa Joe in against, a huge drop kick on Alistair Black. Alistair crawling for a hot tag of his own, so we're going to see the Fiend versus Samoa Joe.
Oh, I think KO and Joe have been giving the DOD the most frustration, the most matchup that they've experienced so far.
Exactly. I feel that they're probably the biggest challenge. I mean, in fact, it's really sad that the only time these two have faced off with each other before was in that unfortunate steel cage match.
Yes. Picking him up.
Oh, dropping him to his face.
Going for the pin.
Oh.
Kick out. There you go.
And bringing him down with a mandible claw. There should be a rope break being called, but the ref not seeing it. But Joe kicks out of it.
Ooh.
He's hammering on that wrist with his head.
I mean, he does need to do his mandible claw. Ooh. Throw him in the corner.
Oh no.
There you go. Throw him in the corner.
Throw him in the corner. Gonna tag in his partner.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh.
Jesus.
Atomic drop and kick to the face. Dodging out of the way of Black's kick, Kevin Owens picks him up for a huge side slam of sorts.
I don't know. I think they might do it. I'm going to be honest with you.
If anybody can, these guys can. Oh, the Black reversing with ease, dragging Kevin to the center of the ring, going for the pin.
JKO can do it.
This time Joe coming to his partner's rescue, not letting it end this way.
Joe KO. Ooh, oh, he almost went for that clothesline.
Oh, and a flurry of spinning kicks and knees takes Kevin Owens down.
Yep.
Back elbow,
Ooh.
kick, swinging kicks.
Ooh. Oh, he's pumping. There we go. Might be it.
I'm surprised that Alistair's not calling for a finisher.
Nice reversal.
Owens reverses, clotheslining him out of the ring. Smartly going to tag in his partner. Joe getting tossed back in by Alistair. Crawling for a hot tag to Kevin Owens.
There you go.
After doing nothing.
Come on. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's gonna hurt. The back of the neck and the spine of Alistair Black getting smacked against Kevin Owens' knees. Kevin going for the pin. Slow 2 count.
Nope.
Ooh, Alistair
Oh,
missed the knee. Kevin Owens going for the... whatever you want to call that. It looks like it hurt.
Yeah, it looks like it's being efficient. Ooh.
For another side buster.
Like, what was the
Gut buster. A
a
huge...
lot of busters?
Yeah. KO
Well.
seems to be Buster crazy. Oh, and we got a stunner on Alistair Black going for the pin. And the Fiend didn't even make it. Alistair just kicked out of his own volition.
Yep.
Another gut buster from Kevin Owens. It seems like Kevin is taking from John Cena's playbook and going for 5 moves of doom. That sidewalk slam, that gut buster.
And then that backdrop to him.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, a huge knee from Alistair, knocking the bloody sense out of Kevin Owens. Throwing him to the corner, going to tag in the Fiend.
Yep. Ooh.
Going for a quick pin, but I don't think that's quite enough.
No.
Kevin
nope.
Owens kicking out. Owens jumping up with the speed of a cheetah and clotheslining the Fiend. Pushing all his weight down on his guts. He's going to try to take him to the corner. Slams his face and opens up the Fiend. Wow, and the Fiend warps back up to his feet, denying Kevin Owens his signature maneuver.
Yep. Oh, we see an avalanche of some sorts.
Definitely going for I'm guessing, an avalanche suplex.
Yep, you're right. Hot.
Big collision to the mat, but both superstars are down, although Owens gets to his feet relatively quickly. He should go for a pop-up powerbomb, but instead it looks like he's going to try to tag in Joe? Or no?
Joe's
Okay.
tired.
Yeah, Joe does look pretty exhausted, even though he's had a lot less action in this match than Owens does, but he does have a finisher. So if he could get in and put on the good old submission.
Yep. Ooh, there you go. Bring him to you.
Snapmare bringing the Fiend to the floor, trying to pick him up again, maybe going for a suplex. It's pitched to his own corner. Now the Fiend pitching him to Alistair's corner.
If you're a smart tag. No.
A blind tag from Alistair Black, saving the day.
But Kevin saw it, though. Seems like Black is slipping a little bit.
Oh.
Ooh, there you go.
Pitching him from the corner to the floor. Looks like Evans has a stunner locked and loaded and ready to go.
Could this be the end of DOD?
No.
Oh,
Black reverses. Black mass to the back of Kevin Owens' head.
Oh, and he's getting up.
Throwing him to the corner. Going to tag in the Fiend. Oh, no. Going for kicks instead. Okay, and then a tag into the Fiend.
And then that kick to the back of the head. There you go.
Now the Fiend going for the cover. Kevin Owens not willing to go out like that. It's the Fiend going to the top rope.
Oh, this ain't good.
High risk, high reward. Oh, no reward for the Fiend.
That was all risk.
All risk, no reward.
Oh,
big kick knocking the Fiend to the ground, and Kevin Owens just getting ready.
KO, KO, KO. Come on.
Welcome to Showboat City, because that's Kevin Owens' domain.
Oh, boy.
Playing it up for the crowd some more. I'm not sure that's a smart idea, Kevin. You should keep your eye on the ball.
Yes. Oh, he knew Black was going to come in.
Oh,
it cost him.
Kick to Kevin Owens. Huge carryover slam. Not enough to put KO down, though.
Kevin Owens is really stepping up.
So, Fiend calling for the mandible claw. Again, this should be a rope break. His head is under the ropes. Looks like Joe accidentally kicking Kevin Owens due to the shitty physics.
Yep. Yep.
And that was just too much for Kevin Owens. Taken out of the picture. The Fiend looking exhausted as well. But you're still your tag team champions, the Disciples of Darkness. They take another win, but at least this one was hard fought, and I feel a lot better about this than their last contest together.
Yes. And I think this also might have strengthened Black's connection, because there were no hiccups on the DOD's part, and they looked stronger than ever.
Exactly.
WWE Tag Team Champions Aleister Black and Bray Wyatt.
So, what do you think of their overall run together?
I haven't enjoyed it much. I mean, this is the first match they put on that I really enjoyed. No, the second one, the one with Gallows and Anderson, was also a really good match. But every other tag team match they've had so far has been pretty mediocre. So, as we stated earlier, this is for the number one contendership of the Intercontinental Championships. We have Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Ricochet, and Roderick Strong. An over-the-top rope challenge between the five of them.
Who do you want it to come down to between these five?
Tommaso. I think Tommaso's put in the work. I think he deserves the shot more than anybody else. But any of them would make for a good champion.
So the question was the two remaining. What two remaining superstars do you want it to come down to finalize this match?
Oh, you mean the final? I would like to see Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, just because I think they've got such chemistry in the ring that I would love to see it come down to just them.
Okay, perfect. I actually would love to see it be Rick and Finn Balor.
That's all. Well, I mean, I wouldn't complain if it was either. I mean,
right.
They're
all great champions. Yeah, they all would make great IC champs. We're not going to knock any of them. They have great caliber. But in my opinion, I would love to see it be Ricochet or Finn Balor win it.
I'm not sure if we've seen Ricochet and Finn Balor go one-on-one yet. We might see that next week. I think that might be an interesting contest.
Oh, yes, of course it would. Tommaso just looking so sharp.
He gives zero fucks, and he's totally prepared for anything, man.
Yep. So next we are seeing
Ricochet. And again, I think a very highly underrated superstar at the WWE should have been given more opportunities to shine. I remember watching him as part of the Lucha Underground. He was Prince Puma, and he would wear a luchador mask that was like a cat's head, like a puma.
I never watched him in the underground, but he was an underrated superstar who signed with WWE, and I feel like he'll be more utilized here than he ever was in the NXT and in the WWE.
I certainly hope so. He definitely deserves the opportunity to shine. He's a fantastic superstar, highly athletic individual. And I mean, don't put Johnny Gargano down either. Like he's also a real superstar in the making. Like a success story, coming from humble beginnings, busting his ass day in day out to get where he was, and reached the highest achievement he reached was winning the men's NXT championship.
Yes,
And hopefully he becomes mid-card or, say, a world champion right in the future here.
Oh, it's definitely possible. I mean, he could solidify an IC championship match tonight, all depending on how well he does in this match.
I mean, the future for any of these superstars and anybody in the back that is watching, both of our brands are all about securing your future and proving yourself. And, it's getting to the point where we've signed our max amount of superstars, and if they can't keep up with the pace, we unfortunately have got to let them go. And they understood that.
Yeah.
And when they signed, the upside was you got to take care of your own character and use your brand the way that you want to. But if you can't keep up, we don't want to keep you and bury you. We don't want to do that. So they understand
Exactly.
they have to let
we'll
go.
never bury someone. We will release them and bring in some new talent, allow them some time to relax and recover, maybe re-sign them and swap out down the road.
Yes,
Or,
and then,
or you might swap, like we might swap out between one another just so that they can change the way that they fight with a different set of superstars.
Yes, correct. And if they ever want to leave and pursue more brands, they can. We aren't set on keeping you here if you don't want to be.
Exactly. Being here is a choice. We don't lock you in. If you want to leave, that's fine. We'll close out your contract, and you can move on to whatever you want. Yes. Now, it would be really interesting is if Roderick did win this and then had his match with Shinsuke and did win the Intercontinental Championship, because then he and Adam Cole would hold the two top gold. And then if Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly got an opportunity, then they'd be able to hold all of the gold.
They would run the entire divisions.
Exactly, like they did in NXT. Maybe we'll see a repeat of that here in WCW, but like I said, it's got to be earned. We're not going to just give them the opportunities.
Correct. And this is their time to shine.
Indeed.
Finn Balor looking to reclaim what was his. The opportunity spot. He feels he left due to injury, but he feels like when he came back, he deserved it, but he did not deserve it. He has to earn it.
Exactly, and even here too, he's going for the Intercontinental. He's not going for the World Championship.
Correct. So I hope that it doesn't get to a point where he feels like the IC belt is not as important as the world title, because that's not the mentality that you want to go into this match with.
Oh, most definitely not.
I mean, we saw, when Roman was U.S. champion, John Cena said that Roman took it as a demotion, which was extremely disgusting. And that's why the ECW refuses to sign him, because that type of disrespect towards any title is just sickening.
I 100% agree. We're on the same page on that.
Yes. So, Johnny's not walking away from that. He's in the ring.
Nope, he's never going to back away from a challenge. He's not one to shy away from a fight.
Johnny Gargano. Oh, boy. I'm excited for this match.
Well, I mean, they are all high flyers and speedy superstars, so it's definitely going to be a highly impactful match.
Yes. Well, here we go. Oh, Finn just going straight.
Yeah, Finn going straight for Tommaso, slamming him down. But remember, this is a battle royale, so power moves aren't going to be enough to win the match. You need to throw your opponent over the top rope.
Correct.
I mean, you definitely need to hurt him to get him to a point where you can. But you still need to do the damage. Or you still need to follow through with the toss-over, not just doing damage.
Oh, Johnny's going straight for Ricochet.
And Roderick just sitting there rubbing his wrist, waiting for an opportunity to strike at anybody.
Yep. Ooh.
And Tommaso getting back at Finn Balor in his corner. Roderick trying to sneak in on Ricochet while he's tying it up with Johnny. Switches target to Johnny. He goes, hey, I'm going to pick on the weak meat.
Oh!
And Tommaso has been eliminated.
Oh, no.
So there goes my pick.
Oh, teaming up on Johnny.
Looks like Johnny might soon be falling. So the two that I wanted to see face each other at the end of the match. Oh, Johnny fighting to stay back in. So he's not quite out yet. But for sure, I won't be seeing the two that I would like to see last.
No, but I might. Finn
You
Balor,
might
Ricochet.
indeed.
Ooh. God, just a string.
And a quick kick up by Ricochet.
So for first time of viewers, how would you subscribe to them within a nutshell about these superstars?
Well, I mean, Finn Balor, he is the demon. He won the top championship in WWE and then had to let it go due to an injury and never really was given back that opportunity. So I think that's a fire that's been lit inside him. Holy crap. And Johnny Gargano tossed out by Roderick Strong. Roderick now focusing on those two. Finn quickly beaten out of it. Roderick Strong, again, too, another big name from the independents that made it big in NXT, especially since joining Undisputed Era. And Ricochet, one of the top performers of Lucha Underground that was signed to NXT, spent a very short time there before he was called up to the main roster on WWE and kind of stagnated there due to Vince McMahon not knowing how to handle his character, because being too much of a control freak and too much onto the creative couldn't allow Ricochet to shine being who he was.
Yes.
Roderick cleaning house here, just whipping these gentlemen around the ring.
Roderick might be your number one contender, to be honest with you.
Well, it's like my mama always told me, it ain't over till it's over, my friend. We're going to have to wait and see. Wrenching the neck, and Ricochet smartly just chilling out in the corner. Oh, that's not a very smart idea.
No, Ricochet. Finn Balor's not.
Finn Balor, I guess, was not paying full attention.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, oh boy. Oh
Finn
boy.
saving himself.
There you go.
Pele kick from Finn to Ricochet. Now focusing his attention on Roderick. Maybe trying to get a quick elimination here, but Roderick not having it. Slamming him into the turnbuckles and knocking the wind out of him. Big backbreaker. Ricochet backing off, going, no, you can have it. And Roderick deciding to go after him instead. Big Pele kick to Roderick. Finn coming to and thinks that Ricochet was the one that fucked him up. Decides to corkscrew brainbuster him.
Oh, ooh, nice powerbomb.
Big powerbomb on Finn Balor, knocking the wind out of him. Roderick dragging him to his feet, punching him to the face, going for another slam.
Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Strong might be it.
Yeah, Strong is very clever and quick with how he's switching between opponents. Like, focus on one, then switch to the other before the other has an opportunity or a chance to look back at him. I think he might be the cleverest of the three in the ring right now.
Yep.
Although he did dilly-dally and he should focus there. Okay, good. I was going to say he should start focusing on Finn now, but it might have been a split second too late. Because now Finn is taking him to the woodshed.
And this could be his opportunity. There you go, yep.
Reversal, and now Roderick's going to try to put Finn over.
Oh, no.
I know Finn looks like he might still have the ability to save himself if he just doesn't give up. Oh, and he punches Roderick, stays in the match. Ricochet putting the hurt on Roderick.
There you go, nice.
Putting his attention back onto Finn Balor. Not sure that's the smartest move. He should have maybe focused on Roderick.
Yep. But also, Rick is the most hurt between these three.
That is true. And you have to think, even if you win this match hurt, and you have to face Shinsuke at a disadvantage because you're injured, then you could lose that title opportunity you fought so hard to get.
Yes. He really wants to get Finn out.
He's definitely trying hard.
He needs to focus on Ricochet, in my opinion.
Yeah, not hard enough, it seems. Ricochet sees Finn probably as the bigger threat.
Yeah. Ooh.
Roderick for a double underhook suplex. Thought he was going to go for a DDT for a second. Finn escaping Roderick, punching him into the corner.
Ooh.
Trading
nice
chops. Pulling Roderick up one more time, going for, I'm guessing, a powerbomb of sorts? Yes, a powerbomb from Finn onto Roderick. Letting Ricochet take the credit and pitch him out. Nope. European uppercut.
Yep. Come on, Finn.
Then dragging him to the ropes. Going to try to put him over.
Could this be a clothesline?
Roderick is out, so it comes down to Finn Balor versus Ricochet. One of these two men will face Shinsuke Nakamura for his Intercontinental Championship.
So who do you want?
It's a tough call, because I've already seen Finn versus Shinsuke. I'd love to see Ricochet, honestly.
Oh, that'd be good.
A huge powerbomb on Ricochet, knocking the wind out of him. I don't know if he can come back from that.
No, this doesn't end well. Ricochet, be smart.
Dragging him to the ropes, going for a kick, knocking Finn Balor out, and Ricochet is our winner and our #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
So we'll be seeing that soon in the next couple of weeks, and that will do it for WCW Nitro. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Brock Redhead for joining me here on commentary. Please like, follow, subscribe on our YouTube channels, my Twitch channel, and our Twitters. So it's the JamSaw and Brock Redhead saying thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great night.